Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Cool Geeks Tribunal full effect. Chess here in the building. Cups up. Let's do it. Yeah, definitely good stuff. MCU, never a dull moment. Always something going and popping over there in that studio. So, what's the news and the talk coming out of there? The rumors coming out of there sounds like it may be pretty official that Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, their take on a horror, sort of a horror-ish sort of vibe with that movie. One thing that I don't think is too scary, or I guess depending on how you look at it, right? Depending on how you value what has already come down in the MCU that we've held near and dear to our hearts. Robert Downey Jr., he spent over a decade playing Tony Stark's Iron Man. We've grown to love his portrayal and his take on it. You know, over a decade, you are invested in the act and the person in a way that maybe when you read storylines of multiverses and alternate universes and things like that, with just drawing and writing behind it, it doesn't hold the same, it doesn't hit the same as like in a movie when you change an actor that you're like, nah, I can't see anybody doing that. Now, I know they're using it as an alternate, as a variant, right? So it's not replacing Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, but it is still kind of replacing him, you know, but they're not just saying it outright. They're kind of, you know, working around that because of the whole multiverse angle. But when we saw what happened with him in Avengers Endgame, the way he went out, the heroic nature, and then especially because of the dialogue, you know, from Avengers Part 1, where Captain America was like, yo, you're not the type to lay you down on the grenade, jump on a grenade for the team. You're not one to really take one for the team. He's always been known as kind of selfish, and as you saw the character develop over time and the selflessness that, you know, he took on while still maintaining his swag throughout the whole time, you know, now I know a lot of women always have liked Tom Cruise, right? He's always been cool, like considered a Hollywood heartthrob or whatever. I don't know if he has that same charisma as Robert Downey Jr. So even if you're from an alternate universe, you still gotta bring and be able to match that charismatic vibe that Robert Downey brought to that Iron Man character. So, I mean, it remains to be seen if he can do it, if he's actually going to be in it, and to what capacity. Is it just a cameo? Is he going to have like a full-fledged sort of thing or whatever? So we don't want to like go too hard. But it's just, we saw Tony Stark go out a certain way. And unlike in the comic books, when a person dies on screen, I think it's felt a little bit deeper than when they're in the books, which is kind of weird because the books truly are like, not just, you know, in any type of books, you know, they're always typically better than the movie portrayal, but there's still something to be said about that human element of watching this person, and you've been watching them for so long, portraying that character, and now all of a sudden they go out in a very dramatic fashion. So it's going to be interesting to see how people take to it. But just initial thoughts, the news just broke today that it seems like it's pretty official that it's going down like that. What do y'all think about it? You know, as I always say, Tribunal, all cool geeks. Let me know what it is, how you feeling, what's your thoughts on it, what's your take, your hot take on it. Mine is that I'm very curious to see how it goes down, but I would be totally fine if they just left it the way it ended in Endgame for the Iron Man character. That was perfect. You know, it was almost like MJ going out with the Bulls on that shot over Byron Russell. For all you basketball heads and cool geeks that be geeking on basketball and the NBA as well. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's my take on it. You know, Cool Geeks Tribunal. Chess is here. Cups up, as always. Catch y'all next time. Peace.